Okay, there's the card information, and now the address, Cliff Sky House, courtesy of VRchat, 2-day shipping, and send. Excellent! Just think, Mr. Foxy, in a few days you'll get some more of those chimkin treats that you love so much. You're also going to get a brand new bed, and I am also going to get some new luggage for Ferrari Somna. It's going to be so cool. Oh! Hey there, friend. It's our Detroit here. The doctor is in. How's it going? Wait, what? Say that again? You got canceled? Oh no. No. Let me guess. They went back through your timeline, they found a tweet, took it out of context, and decided to cancel you with that, eh? Oh boy. Well, alright. Come over here for a second, friend. Being canceled absolutely sucks. Especially when you're canceled for no good reason. Now, there are some people who get canceled for a very good reason, and they're the ones that get rightfully canceled. But unfortunately, in this day and age, especially in the age of technology, there are some people who get canceled who are innocent. And it is very taxing on not only your mental health, but also your well-being. So in this very special VRchat 101, I'm going to show you all how to, well, basically handle it. Because if you are somebody who ended up getting canceled at some point in time, even though you were innocent and there's no evidence to back that up, no evidence to say that you're guilty, still, it can be a big problem for not only yourself, but your family, your friends, your groups, pretty much everything. So, I'm going to show you guys kind of what it's like to be canceled when you're innocent, and also some techniques on how to handle it in a little segment that I like to call How to Handle Being Canceled When You, that's right, you are innocent. Roll the intro. So being canceled, that is something that a lot of us sadly have to go through, or had to go through actually. This kind of started up around 2018, when it seemed like that more and more people started to go to the internet to, find their news and find out all the different things about their favorite celebrities, or, YouTubers or Twitter people, or, things like that. But it became more rampant during the pandemic. During those COVID years of about 2020 to 2022, everybody wanted to basically have some clout, and everybody became an internet sleuth. Because then you had people looking at all sorts of things, and some people got rightfully canceled because they were found out to be a really bad guy. But sadly, there are some people who have been canceled who are 100% innocent. And unfortunately, their lives got wicked hurt. And I, unfortunately, was a victim of being canceled while innocent. In fact, I think I talked about it during my How to Save a Life video. Being canceled when you're innocent absolutely sucks. And it can hurt you pretty big. It can hurt you mentally, physically, family-wise, occupation-wise, even empire-wise too. Now, normally I start this in my living room and then I say, let's go to the red board, but the red board is behind me. I probably could, just walk a few steps behind, but let's stick with tradition. Let's go to my red board right about now. There we are. Isn't editing fun? Anyway, let's see here. Let me grab my green pen for this one. Okay, so being on the internet can be a lot of fun, but over time it can also be a pain in the ass. Because let me show you. So this represents you. The minute that you start an account online, whether it be at places like, Facebook, Twitter X, Instagram, Blue Sky, Snapchat, if that's even still around, or any of these other, any other social media thing, you're going to start to gain a fan base, whether you're a content creator or an artist or a Blender user, or even just somebody who likes to post in some of the different communities. So, once you've made an internet profile for yourself, you're going to start to attract some pretty cool people, because pretty soon you're going to get some early fans here, and then as you go along, those fans get more and more and more, and some of them become friends, and suddenly you have amassed, or I should say amassed, a pretty good fandom for yourself. And all these different people, some of them become really close friends. Other times, they actually become your partners in crime. In other words, ones that you can play TF2 with, or maybe go on to VRchat, or heck, maybe you guys like the same driver. Who knows? However, for every fan that you make online, and for every friend that you make, there's always going to be a couple of haters. So here's one hater, followed by another one, and as you continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger and more prominent in that specific fandom, the haters are going to start to build up. And there's really no reason why these people seem to hate you, but they probably hate you because of who you are. Again, they could probably hate you for the games you play, for the things you do, for the content that you make, or for just, being for something. I mean, have you seen all the people who get chastised these days for supporting Israel, or for that matter, for even saying that pancakes is better than waffles, which I actually fall on both sides. Pancakes and waffles, delish. But be that as it may. So then what happens is that all your haters over here are going to start coming up with something. Now, here's what ends up happening. What they will do is that these haters will go back all the way through your social media, and they'll look for a post, something very innocent. Like, here, let's type up something, a future me, type a short post right here. There we go. Okay, see? Very innocent, very harmless, actually kind of funny. Well, here's the thing though. This whole thing right here, those haters are going to take this post and they're going to manipulate it to look a little something like this. See that? Totally different connotation now. Because now they are adding their own words to it. And they can use that to cancel you. Or they can also pull out the pedo card. What is that, you may ask? Well, as we all know, pedophiles are not, welcome in any community. But here's the thing though. The minute somebody utters that P word, or even uses the word molester, they can use it in the wrong connotation, and it can make you look extremely bad. So here's what happens. All it takes is for one bad apple to suddenly infiltrate through and get to one of your friends. And they start to tell them all these different things and say that they have a huge file on you. And suddenly, this person becomes a hater. And then that person will start to go around and start turning everybody into haters. And then all of a sudden, things start to get really bad, because now all of a sudden, those people that you once called your friends are now turning into haters. And then pretty soon, all this side here is nothing but haters. And then it ends up getting to you, because now all of these people start infiltrating your friend space right here, or your mental state. And what ends up happening is very simple. They will infiltrate, and that one smiley face, if I can remove that, all of a sudden gets turned into a sad face, and maybe even a face of tears, because you know exactly what's right and what is not right. Let me just put this back here. Now, like I said before, there are some people who deserve to be canceled because it was found out that they, did some sort of weird art piece, or maybe they have some weird kinks that, don't go very well in public or in real life for that matter. But when somebody is innocent and they get canceled, it stinks and it hurts really badly. And the thing is, it hurts the most during the first 72 hours, and also as the months progress. In fact, for me, there was a 2-year period. That's right, 2 years where I had a very hard time. It took me forever to recover, but we'll get to recovery techniques in a little bit. Meanwhile, I'm going to do this. Now, you will still have a few people who will definitely think that these guys over here are lying. These are what we call the true blue friends. These are the ones who are going to have your back 24/7. Now, when it comes to being canceled here on VRchat, it's a little bit of a different story, because you're going to wind up with 3. That's right, count them, 3 different types of friends. So I'm going to switch this over, and I'm going to give you the caricatures. So, for the magic of editing, we now have new drawings here, and now we get to talk about the 3 different types of friends that you will experience when you get canceled. So let's pretend for a second that you, that's right, you, got canceled this morning, and it was for stupid stuff, okay? And these trolls and harassers are trying to paint you as a molester or a rapist, or, say that you said a racial slur or something like that. So, after the first couple of, minutes and things like that, word is going to get around pretty quickly. In fact, it tends to spread the most on Discord. And then pretty soon, a lot of things are going to happen to you. Like for example, you might end up getting banned from some of your favorite groups. You may end up getting banned from your favorite Discord servers. And people who you once considered friends are going to block you permanently without even asking if the allegations are true or not. In fact, speaking of allegations, there is a phrase and a sentence, basically a phrase that is also a sentence, that a lot of people seem to have forgotten about. And it goes, innocent till proven guilty. What that means is very simple. When you accuse somebody of something that you think they did, but there isn't any evidence to back that up. They are innocent till evidence is found. Innocent till proven guilty. Because if they are actually guilty of the action that you accuse them of, then chances are they're guilty. However, allegations are allegations only. Allegations are not meant to be used to say that somebody's guilty. Because nowadays, you see it all over the place with streamers and content creators, or I should say entertainers, here on YouTube. Because somebody gets, canceled, and it's alleged that, they did something to their, let's say, their girlfriend, when all it was nothing at all. In fact, it's very easy to say, oh, hey, you know what, this YouTuber over here, he had an affair. Where's your proof, boy? Where's your proof? Well, it's because he said this, and I saw it, and everything. Where's your proof? Come on, show us the proof. Well, you just have to take my word for it. Really? Innocent till proven guilty. Send me the proof. See what I mean? Innocent till proven guilty is something that we all need to remember. And then, again, if any evidence comes out that supports the claims, then they're guilty. But if stuff comes out that does not support that, then they are innocent. And that's how we get the internet trolls and things like that. And also, too, that's how we get the upper hand on some of these people. Believe me, I've had some friends who have also been canceled too. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to, expose them or anything like that. But they know who they are. They know who they are, and they know that they have been canceled before. So let's get right into this. So, after the first couple of hours of, getting canceled, excuse me, a little too much soda back there, most likely in VRchat, you're going to have 3 different types of friends. You're going to have the true blues, wishy-washy, and the forever blocked. Let's start with the true blues. The true blue friends are the ones that still have yellow in their names. Up above our heads, as long as we have them turned on, are the nameplates. And as long as they are in yellow, it means you are a friend of that person. These people over here in yellow are the ones that know that you're innocent. And they also know, too, that it's up to them to kind of help you, get through everything. Just have a look-see at your friends list right now, and periodically take a look at it and see how many true blue friends you have. Or maybe the friends that you have been with. Maybe these are people that have been with you in Audience Anarchy. Maybe these are group members who, know you personally in real life. Or maybe they're just people that you met at Virality. Either way, as long as their name is in yellow, they are going to be there to help you. So make sure you let them in, especially if you're on orange. The wishy-washy people here, this is kind of sad because this is when their names are in white above your head. But these are essentially people who were on your friends list, but for some reason decided to take you off of it. And I will tell you this, my friends. The wishy-washy people are usually content creators, avatar makers, map makers, and people who have a ginormous following. So what ends up happening is this. The second they hear allegations, even if they are proven innocent, they are going to unfriend you and basically make up some sort of, bullshit jargon saying this. Well, I like you, but I have a brand that I gotta take care of. So I'm gonna unfriend you right now, and then maybe down the road I'm gonna friend you back. Then they never do. In fact, even if you're found innocent or even guilty, they ain't coming back. In fact, the majority of them will use that as an scapegoat to get away from you. Even if you're the nicest person, even if the allegations are false. Sadly, everybody finds some sort of scapegoat to leave that friend high and dry. Groups do this too. And they'll always, leave you a positive message that, says something like, hey, don't see this as, an end. As long as, the allegations are false, you can come back in and everything. 2 months later, when everything gets proven innocent, they're like, yeah, right, no, sorry, it took too long, right, no. Those are the wishy-washers. They are the ones who are your fake friends. There are so many fake friends out there that it's just too much. I kind of wish, though, that there was a group on VRchat called the Fake Friends, because you know what? It'd be good to take some of our fake friends, put them in that group, so that way they can actually be exposed as to people who left people who ended up getting canceled while being innocent in the time of need. And then, of course, this one here, blocked. Being blocked on VRchat means that you can't see them at all. You can be in the same instance as them, but they ain't gonna see you, you ain't gonna see them, and instead, the friends that you have who are not blocked by this particular individual, they're gonna basically, on your screen, be talking to some invisible force right here next to me. These are the people who don't even do their research, who don't even care if, you're innocent or guilty. The second they hear allegations, or the second that they hear, rumors and other sorts of things, they do not even come to you for the actual truth. They will block you so fast that it can really hurt. I've had some true blue friends actually block me. And going from, true blue friend to blocked, that hurts. That hurts a lot. And here's the thing, too. Getting canceled, the recovery process is kind of challenging and a little bit on the tricky side, because everybody recovers in a different way. Some people who have been canceled while innocent find it pretty fast to recover from it. But then you got some people who tend to have a very hard time. And you know what, buddy? It's okay. It's okay to take a longer time to actually heal. So you know what? Let's go to a different part of my house right now, and I'm going to show you some of my recovery tactics, but also kind of give you some, hints and tips that should help your recovery out just a little bit better. Okay, so we have come down here to my dining room table. Mr. Foxy's back there enjoying his dinner. And I'm here now to tell you about the recovery procedure that happens when you are canceled, when you're innocent. Now, everybody's recovery is a little bit different, but it's basically how you recover that, tells the tale. So, the hardest time, in my opinion, or the hardest part about recovery, is that when you are canceled, when you're innocent, is when the first 24 to 72 hours hits. Because everything is happening so fast. You can't even think of the next words that you want to say. You can't even, say what you want to say because people just don't even want to hear you. So during the first bit, you're basically in shock, because now you're just basically watching as all these different communities start banning you, and then people that you thought were your friends, including admin, are starting to block you, remove you, and then somehow they always have a statement ready to go so fast without even asking you on if these were true or not. These are the people who only care about stardom. It's happened many times. Because you know what? The second that people hear somebody with allegations against them, it ain't pretty. So after the first 72 hours, 24 to 72 hours, you definitely feel like crying. And it's okay to cry. I mentioned about it in a video that I did many moons ago called It's Okay to Cry. And, you know, crying can be very healing. Especially when some of those people that blocked you, or even those groups, were a lot of fun. Because you know what? There's always going to be that one group, that one friend, or that one friend circle that is going to make your life a lot of fun. But then the minute something happens, they just are like, screw you, bucko. So, that's basically what happens during the first 24 to 72 hours. What you need to do is that you need to kind of see how far the cancellation process has gone. Because sometimes it trickles into other Discord servers, or sometimes it also trickles into social media. Again, you know, like Twitter, Facebook, and all that stuff. After about the 72-hour mark, your true blue friends are going to want to know how you're doing. And let me tell you something. Always let those true blue friends get close to you. In other words, allow them to come into your instance. Allow them to send you direct messages to see how well you're handling things. Because you know what? Those true blue friends and those family members can be extremely important. Sometimes they have to show tough love. So, you just have to be prepared for that. But most of the time, they know somebody who ended up getting canceled while innocent. Or they have known somebody who have had accusations that have turned out to be false. As you continue through the days, oftentimes people will leave you alone. But then there are some people who will go out of their way to make sure that they do research on you. They'll even go as far as to dox you. They'll dox your real name, your address, your phone number, and then pretty soon you're getting spam texts. And who knows, maybe some of them are going to send you porn for no reason. I'm actually kind of remembering some of the things that happened to me, too. Those first couple of months are gonna be hard. But you know what? Afterwards, you sometimes find a pretty decent group to be with. Something new, some new friends who will actually care about you. But also, here's something else. Sometimes the harassment that you receive while being canceled gets to you mentally and physically. Because here's the thing. We live for compliments. We are always complimented on a lot of different things. Like whether we did our chores, or we did a video, or we did something great at work. You know, because compliments tell us that we're doing a good job. But when people keep saying, I hate you, oh, you didn't do that right, oh, really, you only got one like on your tweet, oh yeah, because you know what, you're stupid, yeah. It can really hurt you mentally, because when we are berated and we are harassed with no end in sight, a lot of people think that the only way to go is to either suicide or self-harm. But I'm here to tell you something. Put the knife away. Don't suicide and don't self-harm, okay? Suiciding and self-harming do nothing good. In fact, they actually do far worse. Because now, if you try to off yourself like everybody else wants, you're not only going to make things worse for your family, but before your true blue friends. Those audience anarchy mates that, love you so much. Those karaoke people that, love your sultry voice. Or even those people who just love you for who you are. I know I'm pausing quite a lot, but it's because I'm also remembering some of the things that happened to me. The fact of the matter is that suicide and self-harm is not the way to go. You are here to live. You belong here among the wildflowers. You belong somewhere you feel free, mate. And believe me, my friend, I totally understand what you're going through. Now, as the months progress, you can sort of start to recover, a little bit more from being canceled. Because you know what? If you're a content creator, keep going. Have some fun. Continue to make some videos. Do something funny. And pretty soon, those views and likes and comments will come back. And to be honest, my friend, the more that you stay alive, the days that go by that you do not harm yourself or even have any suicidal thoughts, every day is a win for you and a loss for the people who canceled you. Because believe me, my friend, you have a lot of people that love you. Your family loves you. Your VRchat friends love you. I love you. Now, I know some of you are probably, crying right now because you probably don't get asked very much if you're okay or not. So you know what? For this next part of the video, I'm going to just sit here. I'm just going to sit here and listen to you. Just like what we did with the listens videos. Just let it out right now. Tell me about your experience of being canceled when innocent. And just let it out. So, what was your experience, friend? Mm-hmm. Ew, that's not good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Geez, they really did a number on you, didn't they? Mm-hmm. Wow. That's sad. That's very sad. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, buddy. It's alright. I'm here for you. Let it all out. Let it all out. Mm-hmm. That's good that you started some recovery. It's definitely an interesting story. But you see, sometimes talking it out is the best way to go. And that one friend that wants to listen, tell them your story. Let out your guts. I can sort of see you guys crying and sniffling around a little bit. But let me tell you something, friends. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get a lot better, my friend. Don't you worry. Besides, I ain't gonna cancel you. Come here. Come on. Put your hand on the screen like mine. Okay? I know it's not the same feel, but there you go. Don't worry. You have a listener in me. One last tactic that I'm going to talk about is that if you're ever canceled, be with your family. Family time always helps, especially when you have a very tight-knit family. Because you know what? Sometimes, if VRchat people and Discord friends can't cut the mustard, family can. So if you ever get canceled when innocent, take some days off. Take some time off or something, you know? Head to the park. Head to an amusement park of some sort. Go to the library. Or someplace quiet. Or even take a dip in your own pool. The fact of the matter is that recovery takes time. And everybody takes different recovery tactics to fully recover. Now the thing is though, is that you may or may not fully recover right away. I mean, it took me almost 2 years to even feel like, putting myself in front of the camera. I'm just a sim racing nardo. But the thing was that it took me a very long time before I wanted to come back and actually do videos again. The other thing too is also this. Never bottle up your emotions. Yeah, never bottle them up, because otherwise you could end up unleashing pure rage or pure sadness at the wrong time, or to the wrong person. And, come to think of it, some people in their recovery, some people don't even know, how long your recovery is. In fact, some of your haters are going to say, "Oh, BS, you can, here, you're fine, recover now." No, that was not an editing point there, future me. But some people think that you can heal within a few hours. It takes days, sometimes weeks, months, or years. However you decide to recover from this, just know that when one fandom kicks you out because they're not willing to hear your innocent, plea, or for that matter, to not hear the truth is true, there's always another fandom and another group that's waiting to accept you with open arms. And believe me, those groups that accept you with open arms and will absolutely, hug you the second that you join are going to be very helpful. So, if you've ever had any of these issues, please take some of the things that I mentioned here. And who knows? Maybe you'll have a better time riding out being canceled when you're innocent. Because again, canceled and guilty, you're gone. Canceled and innocent, you still got plenty of time here on this Mother Earth. And still plenty of time here on VRchat, that's for sure. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of VRchat 101. This was a special episode that took a very long time to actually put together, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to see more of this, make sure you hit the like button, don't forget to comment, and also subscribe. Oh, hold on a second. I know that we have been kind of heavy on the VRchat 101s. I'll have a funny one coming very soon. However, I wanted to put this at the very end of this particular episode. Recently, I released Do This Not That Stranger Edition, where my good buddy Geek Dubs and I basically talked about how not to talk to strangers, and also we got to hear Geek's story. It was an amazing story, and I wanted to make sure that we put that on tape. However, there was one blooper that I cut out from that tape, but it was so good I didn't want to put it on the episode because I wanted those to be, Geek's story. Instead, I'm going to put it right here. So, to end this video, you're about to see the blooper that we had during the filming. Now, to set this shot up, we're actually talking about people that use attractive avatars. Well, I want you to pay close attention to Geek, who's going to be on this side of the screen where my finger is pointing. And then I want you to listen to the way that I'm doing the dialogue. Because, well, let's just say he pulls it off a little too well. Watch this. I'll see you all next time. Till then, take care. Actually, look, very inviting because let's take a look at this one. So this is actually Geek's whole thing. As you can see, it's nice and bright. He's got this nice pink going on with the black. He's got the white. Oh, I love you. I love you for that. He's also got this beautiful, white hairstyle. His face, if you look really What are you doing? Are you trying to be like America's Next Top Marno? That was brilliant. That was brilliant. All right, we gotta start back a little bit. Oh, do you realize how hard it was to keep a straight face through that? All right, we'll take it again. Okay, here we go again.